plans were simple enough to replace the helm seals. Actually came out in one piece. That was amazing. The kind of job that makes you think maybe, just maybe, things are gonna go your way.
Oh no.
Then Jade and I decided to bend the stern rail. And it turns out stainless has a sense of humor. So, quinoa.
It comes as a surprise to everybody. We couldn't just be masters of working with stainless steel tubing.
By the end, I have a higher respect for metalworkers and a slightly lower opinion of myself. I just thought, you know, this is probably something I should film. I just pulled off our helm.
These seals behind the helms are totally destroyed.
I'm gonna try and just put a screw into there, yank it out, and see if I can get this one on there. Sometimes what should be a 2-minute job ends up being a 2-day job, so hopefully it's not that.
Okay, well that came off amazingly nice.
I drilled a hole into this old seal and then just ran a screw into it, grabbed some vice grips, yanked it out. They came out in 2 rusty pieces. You would think that something that is designed to be out here would not rust. This just looks like a normal seal.
That bearing is not rusted at all. It looks great. There's no play in the shaft at all. So I'm not going to worry about anything in here. I'm just going to put in this new seal and hopefully it fits. I don't think this woodruff keel come out. Oh no. Beautiful. Wow, that one so well. Knock this down. Now it doesn't want to move.
And if for some reason you happen to have this exact same helm, here's the part number. This one wasn't nearly as bad, but close. That was amazing. That was like 5 minutes. It took longer to get the tools than to actually do the job. Came out pretty good, but you can see this side is all sorts of rusted and about to be done. Should be good for another, 20 years. And in the spirit of what this channel is all about, I finally splurged and bought my first set of like nice drill bits. Oh my goodness. These are, I don't even know if these are necessarily like super nice ones. They were expensive. I have killed so many drill bits on this boat trying to use whatever, you know, the black ones are. If you are dealing with stainless, spend the extra whatever it costs to get some drill bits made for it. It'll change your life. With the helms sealed in record time, confidence is high, which is why we decided it was a good idea to try bending stainless steel by hand. Since our hardtop is a one-off creation, the chances of the old stern rail just bolting back on are basically zero. So with a grinder in hand and some wishful thinking, we are attempting to persuade the old one into fitting. Eventually, we'll have a new rail bent up professionally, probably. But for now, the stern rail is literally the only thing left on our must-finish list before we can leave the marina in the morning, tomorrow. We just cut the stern rail and we are working on getting it so that it will fit in its hole and then line up on here. So we're trying to bend this in so that we can line it up.
It just came right back up.
You can see the twist there now. Let's see if it's enough. That's about all our feet can handle. So hopefully it's enough. It's close. I think it's probably close enough that if we mounted this one, we could then pull this one. Not perfect, but it's close. We should be able to use our same lifeline that goes there. It's been dead calm except until today. Now it's a little bit windy. It actually is kind of nice. Does anybody know if quinoa compresses? We're thinking about filling this with quinoa because we didn't want to steal sand from the beach.
It's illegal and we can't do it discreetly because it's really busy.
We wouldn't have done it even if we could have done it discreetly because it's illegal.
Right. Let's trade. I'm having really bad double vision. This is like a little difficult. Oh, is that full?
I don't know where to put the pole.
There's no way that that's full. And reminds me of my past life when I used to churn butter on the planes. Is it gonna work? No. We did a bad.
Managed to get it to bend. The problem is it bent the weld.
It bent the weld.
JB Weld will fix that.
No. Wait, would it? Fortunately, that pole already needed to be replaced because it was already bent.
Yep.
Do you know how it got bent?
Came like that.
Dang it, so we should have checked it. Sorry, babe. Thanks for dinner later.
Way to recycle. With the quinoa plan a bust and one weld already snapped, we changed gears. Instead of forcing the curves to be curvier, we just cut them off entirely. At this point, function wins over form.
Quinoa everywhere.
It's be in my dreams.
It's too short. By a lot.
Now with most of the curves cut off, we need to try and unbend the curve if we have any hope of it actually mounting onto the leg.
It comes as a surprise to everybody. But we couldn't just, on day one, be masters of working with stainless steel tubing without any proper tools. We couldn't just will it. We couldn't just will it and quinoa it into being. So we are, though, masters at the grinder. Hands down. We definitely have our 10,000 hours. And so we've just done the job. We're going to have a professional finish the railing. We're going to have a professional finish the paint job. And that is sometimes the right thing to do. Because it's cheaper than staying here another year. I really like the idea of doing what we talked about before and mounting the outboard wider.
Mounting it over here.
Yeah, which we want to do anyway so we can have the sugar scoop step.
We never told them about that. She had drilled holes for the front marking,
But
or
the
front
nice
mount.
thing is now we can mount it to the side here. We were originally going to mount it to the aft side with a curve, but now it just goes straight in. So that was like a happy accident.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Happy accident. Way to Bob Ross that.
What I'm doing right now is getting the mounting holes ready. I've now drilled these holes and we can fill them with epoxy, but we don't want it to be a clean little cylinder of epoxy in there. We want the epoxy to be able to spread out to disperse the forces amongst the carbon fiber. So I'm using my little hook, I'm digging it in here, and I dig it all around to create a larger place for the screw.
Today is leaving day, but first we need to mount our stern rail. Yesterday we put epoxy with silica in the holes, and then today we're going to drill them and put in screws, mount it, and leave.
We filmed when we were putting in just the plain epoxy, but I don't think we went and filmed later. We
But
added
did
some
we talk about
silica
how
and
we
thickened
opened it up?
Yes.
We did, okay.
Yeah, I explained it. Sort of. You were grinding at the time.
Yeah, so we dug out a bunch of foam around it, and then filled it with epoxy, just wet epoxy, and then the silica epoxy. So it should be a really nice, and we only drilled partway through the sandwich, so there's still a backing plate of carbon, which I don't think the screws will go through.
I think that they will.
Maybe. It'll be close.
Yeah, the thing
Yeah.
with the stuff. Cool.
That's so solid.
So solid.
And still haven't mounted the other two mounting points yet.
Yeah, it's just sitting there.
Wow.
Tighten that up a little bit.
It's the little things in life.
Lifelines.
You
Amazing.
Literally dripping.
I'm literally dripping.
It's very, very, very humid.
It's very sweaty out here. Okay, other side, let's do it.
Swimming.
We are out of the marina! We did it! Woo! If you have a 3D printer and you want to
Make a new cover for this.
I don't have a file for it. I don't feel like designing it.
Here's what it's supposed to look like. I can figure out a pin to go in there, but
Yeah, if you want to do that, I can give you some dimensions. somebody wants to do that, that'd be great.